I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but this is a reality. People ask me, what's the quickest way to get a six-pack? The question is flawed. If it seems hard to you, reconsider if you really want abs in the first place. If you want to be the superhero that everyone looks up to, you have to work like a superhero when nobody is watching. Okay, so if you clicked on this video, you're probably in one of three categories. You're currently in the body fat range of 15 to 20% and you're not confident with your body. You've always been that skinny kid since high school that has high metabolism and you have to constantly tell others you're the type of guy that just burns calories too fast. Or you just like the thumbnail, which in case, keep watching the video because I'm about to give you guys a straight up guide to achieving an actual six-pack that'll make your crush want to swipe her nose like a credit card. Let's get started. Abs are not made in the kitchen, it is developed in the kitchen. This is the most important thing when it comes to cutting down my body fat. Yet, unfortunately, so many people miss out on the key message behind this. The reason why I call it developed instead of made is because getting a six-pack doesn't take days or a couple weeks. It'll take months or even a year, depending on where you're starting. However, the average Joe hops in the kitchen for about a week or two before they give up because they see no results. Why? Because they don't have a sustainable diet. No matter if you eat chicken breast and broccoli for every single day, if you only do it for 21 days, you're not going to be anywhere different from where you actually started. Think of it as an exponential process. At the beginning 2 to 4 weeks, no matter how much of a caloric deficit you are in, no matter how much protein or how little carbohydrates you consume, the difference won't be much. But when you get past 2, 3, 4, 5 months, that is when the results will show. Remember that getting a six-pack isn't a sprint, but it's a marathon. People ask me, Harry, what's the quickest way to get a six-pack? I don't even know how to answer that question because the question is flawed. Why should it be quick and easy? If it was quick and easy, why wouldn't they have a six-pack? People don't realize that the intrinsic value of having a six-pack roots from everlasting pain. But I'm telling you, the pain doesn't have to be suffering. As long as you keep a deficit and sustain it for a long enough time, you'll make it. As long as you keep rolling the snowball. Momentum. Neuroscientists like to refer to this phenomenon as something called long-term potentiation, a process in which recent activity patterns cause the connection of brain cells to strengthen. The more you repeat a specific action, not only does it become easier to do it again, but it also increases the effect of the action. So rather than trying to restrict yourself too much and end up losing the fire within you after 2 weeks, it's much more effective if you take it one step at a time and actually enjoy the process so that you can sustain the behavior for multiple months. For me, if I want to indulge on some crispy Korean fried chicken, I would gobble that shit up. But what I would not do is eat the McDonald's that I would be craving the next day. Obviously, if your goal was to compete in a bodybuilding show and you have to achieve 4 to 6% body fat, then you probably shouldn't be cheating. But most people can actually achieve 10% body fat while cheating. It's really not that hard achieving this physique. The reason why most people struggle is that they overthink and they don't even start. Or they give up without even giving a decent amount of effort. Now, this is the important part. As a personal trainer at the gym, I see so many people that train in a way that is completely irrelevant to their goals. If your goal is to lose body fat, you must make sure that your training volume and intensity is high enough. Now, there are 3 ways to increase training volume. Increase the number of repetitions, increase the weights you are using, or increasing the time under tension. But what I recommend 90% of the people is to increase the repetitions and slow down the tempo. Unless you're a professional lifter that has multiple years of bodybuilding, you're probably not able to extrapolate 100% of the efficiency from the weight you're already using. So going up to a heavier weight wouldn't actually be so beneficial. But I kid you not, increasing the rep range by about 5 to 8 reps than you normally do, or really slowing down and taking your time on the eccentric portion of the lift, that will be a serious game changer in your workout. A bonus point that will accelerate your fat loss journey is doing the right amount and the right type of cardio. It has been proven many times in science that zone 2 cardio, also known as a low intensity steady state cardio, is the most effective when it comes to burning fat. And as a rule of thumb, whichever cardio machine you choose, I always say to stick to a pace that will get you burning 100 calories in 10 minutes. It's what got me to shred from 20% body fat to 5% body fat. And plus, it's also very easy to track. Every time you go to the gym, either before or after weight training, you do 30 minutes of a 300 calorie burning cardio session. They say that the best way to solidify a habit is by making it easy. This is easy, guys. If it seems hard to you, I want you to reconsider if you really want abs in the first place and think carefully of what makes having a six-pack so valuable. Always remember, guys, if you want to be the superhero that everyone looks up to, you have to work like a superhero when nobody is watching. If you were to achieve a good physique without much effort, others could do it too. And having a six-pack would simply be considered a norm without a charm. I'm sorry to break it to you guys, but this is a reality where everything works in the rule of relativity. But if you're the person that has a deep understanding of the world and still have the same passion when you first clicked on this video, I want you to comment down what has been the biggest roadblock for you in the past while trying to cut, and I will reply to each and one of you with personal advice tailored to your situation. Goodbye for now.